Hello everyone. In this session, we are going to talk about the cards and multi-row cards. Starting with cards. Cards visually present a single data value or metric in a compact and easily digestible format. They are often used to highlight the important key performance indicators or summary statistics, providing a quick snapshot of essential information. Cards are versatile and can be arranged in a dashboard alongside other visuals to provide context and insights. If we talk about the multi-row cards allow for display of multiple rows of data in a tabular format within a single visual. This format is useful for presenting the detailed information while conserving space in the dashboard layout. Multi-row cards enable users to view and compare multiple data points simultaneously, facilitating in-depth analysis and exploration of the dataset. So let's go to the Power BI screen and see how can we create card and multi-row cards. To create a card, I have this icon of card. I will click on it. And now, since this card presents only single information, so let's say that if you want to see what is the total sales, total profits, and total quantities that has been sold, so in that case, this card can be very useful. So let's say I want to see the total sales. So I will drag and drop the sales over here, and it would represent the sum of the sales. Since the aggregation that it is taking right now is sum on the top of every numeric column, the by default aggregation would be sum. If you don't want to see the sum, what you can do is, let's say I press Control Z, and over here, again, to fill this card, what you can do is you have this fields option over here. So you can drag and drop this sales in this. So these are the two ways of making a card. Now, by default, it is showing me the sum of sales. So instead of looking at the sum, what I can do is I can click on this arrow and I have this different aggregation measures. So I can choose either sum, average, minimum, maximum. So you can see the value over here in the card is changing. So let's say that I'm creating a dashboard in which I want to see what is the total sales and what is the total profit that I'm making and what is the total quantity of items that I have sold. So what should I do? So in that case, what you can do is, again, I will click on this arrow and I will choose sum of the sales. Now let's create a new card over here. So I will again click on card, set it over here, and I'll choose profit, drag and drop it over here. Now I can see the sum of sales and sum of the profit. And what are the total quantities of items that I have sold? So again, I will click on card, set it over here, and I will select quantities and drag and drop it over here. So these are some of the informations that I am trying to tell through my dashboard. So again, whenever I'm creating a dashboard, along with it, some of the KPIs or some of the important facts about my data set can be listed over here. And it would be very easy to see. Let's say that at some time some new orders are coming in and this is a live data, so these fields would be refreshing, so I know that what is the exact sum of sales that has happened till now, what is the profit that I have generated, and how many quantities of item I have sold, and this would be updated in real time. So I'm well on track. Now again, let's say I want to see what is the average discount that I'm offering. So in that case, again, I will create a card, set it over here, put discount in this. So here I have the discount. So currently it is telling me the overall discount that I have offered, but I don't want to see the overall discount. I just want to see what is the average discount that I am giving per order, let's say. So instead of this sum of discount, I will go over here and I will choose this average. So by an average, I'm giving 0.14 average discount. Now comes the formatting part. Let's say that you want to format this card. How can you do it? So select the card. After that, you have to go in format your visuals. And here I have multiple formatting options. The first one is the callout label. So over here, what I can do is I can change the color of it. Let's say I want to keep it as blue. So you can see the value has now changed. Again, I can make it bold. And let's say if you want to change the units over here, right now it is automatically taking that particular units. Let's say if you want to show up till one decimal place, so instead of auto, you can keep one over here. So it is reflecting 12.6 now instead of 12.64 maybe. Then again, if you scroll down, I have this category label option. So over here in the category label, by this category label, I mean this sum of sales, which is written in text. So over here, again, if you want to make it bold, if you want to change the color of it, let's say I want to keep it as this black shade of color. And if you want to change the text height also. So these were some of the changes that you can do in the card. Now in the general option, I have the general particular formatting options available for this visual. So the first one is the properties. In the properties, we know it shows the height and width of that particular visual. So right now, what I have done is the height is 137 and the width is 271. So let us keep it as 270 and this height is 140. So now what happens over here is whenever you are making any visuals. So here I have made 4 card visuals, and let's say if you want to keep the height and width of all those visuals same. So what you can do is you can click over here, you can use this format visual. So I have this format painter option over here. Again, if you click on every visual, so it would try to adjust the size of it. But with it also one thing would happen that you can see that the color over here is changing because the text color that I changed in this one has also reflected in the sum of profit. And also you can see now the decimal has disappeared over here because I made it to 1 decimal place. Again, if you select this, go to format painter and apply it on this one. Again, format painter and apply an average discount. So right now, all the particular cards have been formatted. But now in this one, I don't need up till 1 decimal place. So again, I will select this and I can go in the format your visual and I can use this call out value. And in the value decimal place, instead of 1, I will keep it as 2. So this was the way in which you can format a single card and then apply the formatting to the other cards. Also, there are some other features in this one. If you want to make your dashboard some modern style, then you can just select it and go to format your visual and you can apply some visual borders over here. So again, I will go to the general option and over here, the second option was title option. So I don't need a title over here because I'm already having this call out with me. So I can directly go to the effects one. And over here in the effects, let's say if you want to add any visual border, so you can turn this visual border on and a border will appear outside this card. Now, again, I will select it and again, I will go to the effects. The next option that I have in the visual border is applying rounded corners. Let's say if I don't want to see it in the rectangular format, I just want it to have some chamfered edges. So in that case, over here in the rounded corners, I can increase the value. I will increase the value a bit more. So you can see the rounded corners have started appearing. The next thing you can do is you can apply some shadows also. So again in the effects, I have this shadow option. So you can apply the shadows. And then you can try to say that where would the shadows reflect actually. So the shadows effect should be on outside or on the inside, or it should be over here in the bottom right position. So all these things you can do in that. I'll just roll back. After we have done these things, then we can also apply some background to it. So let's say if you want to make it of red color or black color. So in that case, again, you have to go in the effects and over here, I have this background color option. So I can select any other color. Let's say I'm choosing this pink color over here. And then you can increase or decrease the transparency also. Let's say if you needed a lighter shade of it. So you can decrease the transparency over here. So these were the ways in which you can make a card and you can format that card. Also, if you would like to apply this particular formatting in the other cards, then what you can do is you can select it and use this format painter option. The thing that I like to do is first I make a card and then I press Control C and Control V. And in this way, I'm having any other card and I don't need to apply this format painter option. Then I select this card, remove the values from over here, and then put the values that I need. So this is also the other way in which you can use these cards to save some time. And if you don't like this part, you can just select it and use the format painter options and then apply the formatting to other visual as well. So this was the way in which you can make that card. Now this was all about the single value card or just the card. Let's say if you want to create a card which is showing you multiple values. Right now it is occupying too much space over here, but I want to create a multi-row card over here, which can show me all that information that I have made with the help of this card. So in that case, what I will do is I will select this multi-row card. After selecting it, what you need to do is you need to directly drag and drop the values on the top of it. So again, I will start with sales. So I will drag and drop the sales over here. After sales, I will go with the profit. Then I will select quantity and then I will select the discount. You can adjust the size of it, the height of it. and then you can apply some formatting on the top of it. Let's say that in some dashboards you are trying to create a bar which is showing you some important information about your whole data set. In that case, you can use this multi-row card. Now again, if you want to format it, or if you want to change the information that is being showed over here, let's say instead of sum of discount, I wanted to see what is the average discount that has been offered. So again, I will select this card, and over here in the sum of discount, instead of sum, I will choose average, and I will see then average of discount. Again, if you want to format it, you can select it and go to format your visual. And here over here, you can change the call out values, call out labels. And over here, I'm having the option of cards also. In the cards option, you can apply some basic formattings. Let's say if you want to apply some borders on the top, bottom, left or right position, you can directly select this. So let's say I'm applying all these borders. Then if you want to apply some padding on the top of it, so right now you can see there is small white space between this visual and the text over here. So if you want to increase or decrease that space, or if you want to apply some paddings on the left hand side, right hand side, so in that case, you can apply some padding. So padding means basically adding some additional white space on your visual. Then in the general option, I again have the properties option, which can be used to increase or decrease the height and width of this visual. Then we have the padding option over here as well. In the effects option, I have got this background color option, the transparency option, and the visual border option. I can select this visual border and I can make these edges rounded. And I can also select the shadows over here. So this is the difference between the single card, single value card and the multi-row card. So I hope this session was clear to you. In the next session, we will be talking a bit more about the KPIs and the slicers in Power BI. Thank you.